Hey mobsters, good to have you back here for another Move Mob session. Like we talked about, this is still the month of the front squats, so we're going to continue on that trend. Just like we had worked the push-up in the last video to help the front squat. I know that seems to some of you probably still, how does this even add up? We're going to go kind of along those same lines of focusing on a few joints that we might not think about so much. One we might a little bit, but another one that's often neglected. The first one here that we're going to do is I just finished a nasty little couplet of power cleans and front squats at 135 pounds. A great pull press combination, a great deadlift variant to a squat variant, so a lot of combined movements in just that little couplet there, but at the same time during fatigue, you know, the back is kind of biased a little bit towards flexion, so we want to do a little bit of extension work. So what we're going to do is kind of pretend this is my my computer here, and I'm at home kind of working on my computer. So instead of hunching forward in a chair, what I'm going to do is go into kind of our Sphinx or upward dog variant type position, just kind of work on my computer. At this time, what I want to think of is kind of keeping a little bit of clinch in my glutes and tension in my abs to prevent hyperextension right through the low back there. The other thing I'm going to do is kind of drive my chest down and through to recreate some extension. If I think about this, if I want to go up into my front rack, you know, a couple of these as I'm kind of typing, reading through my emails. Big thing that we don't want to see is something way up here where we go into that shoulder hike position. We want to keep these low, keeping a good extended, kind of globally extended position. That's the first one. The next one is we're going to climb up on these toes right here, get them dug in, bend the knees, drop them down. Now my left ankle, my left toe, great toe, is very, very restricted in comparison to my right. What we could really do here is just kind of go side to side, back and forth, a little bit of ups and downs here, right on those toes. And if you have done this before, it gets pretty gnarly in through there. If I want to focus on one over the other, a simple thing I can do, make sure I'm dug in, take this foot and put it right on top like so, kind of keep things really grained in there, or really kind of locked in position so I can work. What you might not be able to see here, and I'll just switch around so you can see it a little bit, is that I'm going to get this locked in and then shift side to side. The one that gets real dicey is when I kind of come in through here. Be careful that you're not overly exerting through your great toe and causing too much inflammation, but at the same time we really need to kind of work through this joint and make sure that we can get some good extension or a good dorsiflexion there. Why and how does that correlate to a good front squat? Well, the arch is, you know, kind of the bottom part of the foot. We always, as far as ankle dorsiflexion, we're always looking at the calf, we're looking at the Achilles, but many times the bottom joints right there will also restrict our capability to go through that lengthening of the posterior chain going down in the bottom of the movement. So if you're kind of bottoming out or rolling or heels are flying up, don't forget about the arch and don't forget about the great toe for improving your front squat. Hopefully that helps you recalibrate your back when it's biased towards flexion after a long workout. But then also something new to kind of work out if you have your plantar fasciitis or if your heels are flying up or back is rounding in the front squat. Good luck.